Finally. Hey, the big Jin guy and his hairy Jin. And the crow. Oh.
Castle Black. Nothing's changed since the day we arrived. 15 years. Remember, Morris? We were so strong back then. At the time, I really believed in the mission of the Night's Watch, you know.
You've changed, old brother. I never thought you would betray us.
Aye, well, you've always had a knack for choosing friends. One night here, and you'd already bashed in 3 of our brothers' skulls.
I wasn't the only one there, if I remember rightly.
You weren't.
That's me.
Apparently.
I never think of the consequences. All I do is give.
Yeah, you do. Wait,
boys.
what?
Morse finally brought back that worm Gorold. Well done. Some men bet against you, but I wagered you'd make it. It must have been quite a hunt.
Not really.
Knows how to cover his tracks and isn't half bad with the sword.
I've known you for 15 years, but I still had just a shred of hope that I'd give you and your damn dog the slip. I would have hated getting caught by a little shit like our friend here.
Hold your tongue, deserter.
That's not what your mother said last night.
Oh.
Teach you about respect, dog.
Enough. I forbid you to touch him. You would not have had the slightest chance against him, blade in hand. Tell me, where is Mormont?
The Lord Commander is in front of the Commander's Keep with the new recruits. They've just sworn their oaths.
So they are finally sworn brothers of the Night's Watch. Fools. Now you can teach them a little lesson. Right, Morse?
Well, that was interesting. He's regretting a lot. He's regretting his decision to be part of the Night's Watch.
Morse, you brought this traitor back.
Yeah.
I knew I could count on you.
I know you can.
I did what I had to, Lord Commander.
Yeah.
Your modesty does you honor. Recruits, listen to me.
Don't not
Morse
listen.
here is our best tracker.
Really?
Now that you are sworn brothers of the Night's Watch, he will mold you into rangers.
Oh, got my own
He has
team.
just returned from a very delicate mission.
No, just
tracking
caught my
down
friend.
Gorals, who took the cowardly route and deserted.
I won't
In the
blame
name
him.
of the Night's Watch, I thank you, Morse. I know how hard it must have been for you to hunt down a friend.
Right, it's worse than anything you can imagine. The honor of the Night's Watch, above all. Above all, I don't want to be blind to duty. I don't. I would say worse than anything you
You have
imagine.
no idea.
Tell me, Morse, is that a tear I see there? Of course not. The butcher remains ever true to himself. Just
Oh,
a
you-
moment, I only see 4 here. What happened to the 5th boy? Have you lost another one?
Prick.
He's right. What happened?
Someone attacked him last night. He's been looked after by Maester Aemon as we speak. One of our brothers has broken his vows in the most sordid manner.
Happens every month.
That traitor then beat the poor boy and left him in the snow, more dead than alive.
You better burn him, might be a
Damn
White
it.
Walker.
I swear I'll skin the culprit alive.
Alas, we do not know if the boy will recognize his assailant, or even if he is to survive.
Too bad. The brat certainly was a pretty boy. Soft as a virgin. What a pity I never managed to corner him.
True to your reputation, Gorold, eh?
Yeah.
You know me, always trying to get a laugh.
Silence, traitor. Each time I pass judgment on a deserter, I feel the bitterness of failure.
Must fail every
It
month
is
then.
my duty as Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, to make true brothers of you. This morning, you were strangers. Now, you have all sworn to honor our oath. Some come to us as knights, carrying out their duties, and some as criminals, forced to choose between the noose and the wall. Once you take the black, your past is dead. You must wash away your former loyalties, forget your family and friends. They cease to exist. Such is the strength of our oath. No wife, no children, no lands. All that matters is defending the wall and the realm. We are your only home. We are your duty. We are your new family, the only one that matters now.
Put the heating on.
More than 8,000 years ago, humanity itself was nearly lost during the long night. Our predecessors then built the wall that you see behind us.
Really?
This massive wall of ice is 700 feet high and divides the continent in half. It protects the realm of the Seven Kingdoms from threats beyond the wall.
Wild man.
Defending it is our purpose, our duty.
Really?
The Night's Watch has unfailingly carried out this mission for centuries. Generation after generation.
Sounds tedious.
Wildlings, cold, wind, and dishonor. Those are your enemies, even in the midst of a summer such as this one. We have all taken our vows before the gods, whichever gods they are. If you betray your brothers, if you break this sacred oath,
then you
throughout
die.
the Seven Kingdoms of Westeros, you will be met with one punishment: death.
I'm not gonna be a pansy about it. Geralt betrayed our oath. Let's kill him. This death will be a lesson to him. Enough talk. Yeah, let's get it there and done with. Enough talk, man.
Pass the sentence and get this over with.
Yes. I mean, come on. I've got things to do. Like, mould
Geralt
these
was a
guys.
brother of the Night's Watch for almost 15 years. But that bears no relevance. He will be executed for desertion. Beyond our mission, we no longer exist. Any last words, deserter?
He's gonna escape.
After all my years spent here, I've forgotten what warmth is. The cold has stolen the very memory. Go ahead and smile at the sight of me, the wretched deserter. But you may do the same one day. You won't be able to take it any longer, and you'll do anything just to live again. I tried my luck, and I failed.
GG, mate. GG. I think he's gonna escape. I don't know why.
And do it well.
Well, I guess he doesn't. He's not going to escape now.
Goodbye.
Unless it pulls the
Bye,
Skyrim.
old friend. I'll see you on the other side.
Chop his head off. Off with his head. Haven't I got a fear of blood?
You will live and you will die in the shadow of the wall. There is no other way. Welcome to the Night's Watch.
Yes, welcome.
Moors, take Ronnet, Poddy, Celtigar and Patrick and put together a patrol. Make sure they smell a little less like summer before winter comes.
Right. Listen. Since I need to teach you to survive at the wall, let's see what you're worth with a blade in your hand. Gather in the exercise yard.
Quest log update. Hey, finally I can move. Press and hold right click to move. Uh-huh. Right. How can I change the camera around? New entering codecs. Controlling the camera and moving around. Codecs. Press and hold right click to move camera and use the arrow keys to move. Alright. I'm using a left click, that's why. Oh, I'm such a doofus. There we go. Oh, what's this? Loot? Etch can use his axe. Purple. Oh. Fine. Oh, still getting used to the controls. No. Alright. New. And new. Oh, what's this? Loot. Oh, some coins. 1 silver and 9 coppers. Right. I know where we got to go. I'm just having a little look around. I guess we're in Castle Black.
Clever with me. We all bet on Moors, but you bet that he'd only bring back Goral's head.
Damn you and your blasted memory. Here's your money, for all it's worth to you here.
You can be sure that tonight I'm going to make the whores in Molestown scream.
What a prick. More, cut some coppers. Moving the mouse is weird. Communal. What's in there? Your health depends on your equipment and your endurance. Yes, I'm exploring Castle Black first. Well, that's how we're playing, my friends. If anybody's watching. Yeah, requests out there, but what's in here? Go upstairs first, why not?
Look how they're gorging themselves. I've always wondered where Bowen Marsh finds the food to feed us all.
There are vast supplies frozen in the ice of the wall. They're leftovers from a time when there were lots more of us, and the lords of the south were more generous.
What? They're serving us meat that's several centuries old? 7 hells!
Ah, you really are stupid.
Ah! What a pansy. Can't believe he fell for that. Oh. What do you want?
Morse!
Yes!
What do you want of me, Walder?
I have finished restoring the statuette that you entrusted me with just before you left to track down Goro.
The statuette.
Really? Let's have a look.
I must say it was a true pleasure. Brothers normally ask me to paint them a pretty woman with big teats and spread legs. But I must say that this is a little more original. I realize we aren't the best of friends, but this statue is a work of art.
Really?
I
Let's
hope I
see.
treated it with the attention it deserved. I'm rather proud of my work. I returned it to its original colors, and it looks like new.
It's beautiful work, Walder. I have never seen such a striking likeness of the warrior. It's as if you have given him life.
It would appear the frost has
Sounds
not completely eaten away my
good.
hands. I hope you don't regret the price you paid for this job.
Not at all. This statue is worth more than you can imagine.
True. Actually, I have a vague idea of it. I've already seen this kind of work in the past, but only once. at the great sept of Baelor of King's Landing. I recall legends telling of statues made by the first disciples of the Seven, when they still strode the hills across the narrow sea. They were carved into a star that the Seven had torn from the heavens. These statues depicted the true face of the gods, just as they were when they showed themselves to the Andals.
And it is said that the Andals' greatest heroes carried them off when they snatched Westeros from the first men and the ancient gods.
How could a man such as yourself find himself in possession of such a precious object? I've never taken you to be such a devout man.
Oh, I'm not personally. I'm not that very devout. But yeah, as in real life, I think history and tradition is a major part. So I guess past doesn't concern him. I don't want to be rude. Well, it's not really rude. It's not up to. It's up to me if I want to share it. But well, yeah, it's part of a duty of my bloodline and our history.
This statuette of the warrior has always belonged to my family, as far back as the bloodline stretches. It is because of this that he walks alongside us. Have you heard of the Battle of the Field of Fire?
Ah, now there's another great tale. At the time of Aegon the Conqueror's conquest, the Lannister king and the King of the Reach united their forces to fight the Targaryen and their dragons.
This is not just any old tale. This battle really took place, and it was the greatest massacre in the history of the Seven Kingdoms.
Wow.
More than 4,000 knights perished in the fire of those three great dragons.
It sounds like I like massacres.
My ancestor fought under the colors of the lion, as is our duty.
Oh,
when the shadows
no.
of the dragons blotted out the sky, and their fire engulfed both men and beasts, he prayed for his life, as he had never done before.
He's
He
only
swore
man.
then, on his immortal soul, that he would search for and gather all seven, collecting the 6 other statues which accompany the warrior. Amory survived, and he set about his quest to give thanks to the Seven. He never succeeded, and our bloodline inherited his oath.
I imagine that faith comes more easily when one rushes into the jaws of such monsters. It's a beautiful tale all the same. You know, I could maybe help you keep this ancient promise, Mors.
My past is dead forever. I'm not really sure about his past myself. Is he making fun of me? Why would you want to do this? Let's ask him that.
Let's just say that I'm interested. What do you hope to gain from it?
Sometimes it's pleasing to be able to work on something just because it's beautiful, Mors. What I want is to finish what I've begun, before I'm judged by the Father.
Would you do it for free?
I've not taken so much joy in anything since I chose to take the Black, and you know how important the faith is to me. If I could help you accomplish this sacred vow of your ancestors, I'd be paying homage to the gods for all their graces.
And how would you do that?
This statuette, it was created to be part of the group of 7.
Alright.
Yes, we already spoke of it.
Wait, you don't understand. I've studied it closely, and I can tell you it was made to be bonded to other objects carved from the same strange rock. Probably a bracelet or an amulet that the Andal warriors bore, like the 7-pointed star they carved into their chests. I believe I'm capable of reconstructing such a work. More than 4,000 years after its imagining, it would be magnificent.
Magnificent, honourable, but alas, improbable. My past. What exactly are you proposing? What are you?
What are you suggesting? I do not follow.
Get
I
to the
should
point.
be able to make copies of the statuettes that go with them. With good models, it should be possible.
Out
Alright.
of the question. That would mean going back on the word of my ancestors.
Maybe not.
This is about an act of faith and the honor of my bloodline, Walder.
Forgive me. I understand what you say.
You
I've
better.
never seen a rock that compares to this one. It's perhaps true what the legends say when they claim they were carved from a star fallen from the heavens.
That may well be. I thank you, and I would leave you now.
Wait, I can restore
Oh,
them,
let me
just as I
go.
brought the warrior back to life for you. These statuettes are not unique, though extremely rare. I told you I remember seeing 3 whole sets in the Great Sept of Baelor.
You speak of a world which is closed to us, my brother.
I'd be happy to share this dream with you. If you ever manage to lay your hands on another of these precious relics, I doubt it would be in good repair. But I can restore all their beauty for you.
Burden is mine and mine alone. I'm not a loner. I'm willing to accept help. If it, well, dreaming won't do harm. It wouldn't do him harm. We can't go to King's Landing after all. We took the oath.
I promise you that if I find any of the others, I'll bring you them so that you can return them to their original splendor.
I'm gonna
Truly?
regret this.
Well, all that remains for me is to pray to the 7 that they finally bestow their kindness upon you, Morse.
We have what remains of our lives to find out.
May the warrior guide your arm, and the crone light your way.
And may the Father forgive you for everything else.
You're bloody right there, brother.